The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Sorry about my voice. African leaders are so much interested in power without looking at what they will do to change the narrative of their people. This has been our nightmare. People are looking for power to save their people. This is why we choose leaders. But it has turned out that the leaders that we have today are only thinking about their interests and not the people that they claim they are leading. Cameroon is not knowing peace, and war is declared by the main opposition leader Issa. According to him, he has won the election hands down. Per all the results he has gathered from the polling stations, he is leading by over 50%. But Biya, according to report 2, is saying he is the winner and he's not ready to back down. The declaration of the result has been postponed. But according to Issa, if he was alone, he would have fought. But now that he has the people backing him, he will fight till the end because he is a legitimate winner. According to him, he was expecting Biya to do the needful as a democratic leader, and history will forever remember him as a peaceful leader. But that did not happen. He's still holding on to the mandate and he's not ready to release power. And for now, it's time for Biya to go because they will do everything possible to make sure that they fight for the nation.
Why did you decide to declare yourself winner of the presidential election when vote counting was still underway? Why did you not wait for the Constitutional Council to announce the official results as is required by law?
The law does not prevent us from doing what we did. The Electoral Code prescribes to the manager of polling station to display openly the result in his polling station. We have chosen the most important division in the nation, 18 of them. We collected all the documents related to the report according to the law. When we completed the compiling of it, we noticed that we have more than 60%, and while the second was lagging behind with less than 30%. We did it openly and we gave the opportunity to whoever would like to challenge what we did. But up to date, nobody can. We challenge them to demonstrate that what we said is wrong. I am ready to fight. Even if I were alone, I would have fought them. Now that I have the people as a shield to protect me, I have a God to protect me, you want me to fear something? No, not at all. After compiling a report from the polling station and verifying the representation on the ground, it is obvious that we have secured a landslide victory surpassing 50% of the ballot cast. Such rejection and disapproval demand courage and humility from the outgoing president. In the name of democracy and custom, he must call the winner, congratulate them, and offer to organize a smooth transition. This would protect our nation from upheavals and convulsion that could result from an imposed and unprepared transition. By doing so, the whole of humanity would recognize him as a man of peace, concerned with leaving a legacy that would be cited as an example to future generations. Alas, it seems this is not your predisposition. Nevertheless, without any ulterior motives and with a sincere heart, I sincerely extend my hand for a peaceful transition. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to strongly reiterate that despite all the obstacles we have faced, we now have two powerful levers at our disposal. The overwhelming popular support demonstrated at our campaign meetings and the unwavering respect for Article 113 of the electoral vote, which authorizes us to announce the result as we have done. Undoubtedly, these two levers make me the legal and legitimate President of the Republic. If the Constitutional Council proclaims falsified and truncated result, it will be complicit in a breach of trust. The vast majority of Cameroonian people will never accept the Council's validation of this historic scale of ballot box stuffing and falsification which has been brought to the attention of the world. The people will not stand for it. The people are determined to fight against a regime that is deaf to their suffering and difficulties faced with turmoil of an uncertain future. With their backs against the wall, the people have no choice but to take their destiny into their own hands and seek victory wherever they can find it. We have called on the international community to bear witness. We have called our neighboring country to bear witness. Subliminally, they all respond that no one will come and do your work for you. Therefore, it is up to each of us to search deep within ourselves to unleash our inner strength, courage, and sense of purpose. After all, as the saying goes, there is no dignity in expecting others to do everything for you. Others who have found themselves in a situation comparable to ours have resolutely taken control of their destiny and done what was. Cameroon is a great nation. The Cameroonian people are great people worldwide. They must prepare to demonstrate the world that what has happened or is happening to us is not inevitable. Together, we are preparing to take up this challenge to our compatriots in the north, south, east, and west. Regardless of our location worldwide, we will unite as one nation to protect and promote our values. We will march and protest together, hand in hand, in friendship, brotherhood, and solidarity for the long haul if necessary. We will overcome this predatory oligarchy that confiscates our freedoms and reduce us to poverty and despair. Ladies and gentlemen, dear compatriots, this regime has used fear and threats to dominate us and strip us of our freedom. But thank God, thanks to the sacred nature of our struggle, we will break free from this emotion and rid our country of this misfortune. We are also discovering, unsurprisingly, these regimes attempt to divide and fragment the Union for Change, a powerful political instrument at the forefront of our struggle for change. Not only will this attempt be futile, but it gives us the opportunity to close round even more tightly and pursue our objectives with determination. I would like to reiterate once again my unwavering commitment to stand with the people in building and successfully fighting this battle, which will only end with the restoration of our victories. As I focus on our issues, I am deeply saddened to learn of the assassination of Mrs. Zuhaira, a teacher who fell on the field of honor in the struggle for our freedom, dignity, and a new dawn for our country. This assassination will be further motivation for us to redouble our efforts until we achieve our goals.
And this is one thing that I don't understand about these organizations that we have. Per whatever they say, according to AU, we have constitutions that we all have to follow. And every constitution has spelled out the limits of each term of our leaders. But when it comes to these francophone nations, it is different. They can just sit down and change the constitution anyhow to please themselves and continue to be running for how many times and nothing happens. So why do we have to allow these things to be happening? We are seeing the same thing happening in Cameroon. The same thing is happening in Togo. When people get into office, they want to remain there forever. If we are looking for power to serve the interests of the people and now the people are saying that they are no longer interested, why are we still holding on to this same power? But one thing we need to understand as Africans, through this system that we are electing our leaders can never do what we are looking for, because per what people are saying, these our leaders are being sponsored, and the same democracy they've given to us is a system that was given to us by our oppressors, and whatever that we are doing through this system is benefiting them and not us. And that is one thing that we need to know as Africans. No matter whoever comes under that system will never do anything positive to change the narrative in Africa. And that is why worldwide, even EU members are calling for a revolution and asking us to fight against this system called democracy. If you haven't watched it, please, that video is on my channel where EU members are asking their own people and calling the world for us all to unite to fight against this system, because the system is keeping us under control and benefiting just a few people. So we need to understand that this system is benefiting the oppressor, and that is why they are keeping mute about Paul Biya. That is why they are not going after these democratic elected leaders. Why are they after Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso? Because they're out of control. And look at the few years that they've been in power. Look at the transformation they have brought in Burkina Faso. So we need to understand that there is nobody that can do it better if we don't rise up to get a system that is for the African, that knows the African problem and can change or solve the African problem. Now the people in Cameroon are all tired of Biya, but Biya is not ready to leave office because nobody knows what his reasons are. If truly we are living in a democratic era, why is one leader leading a nation for over 4 decades? Is this not the same as autocratic or dictatorship that they always claim that Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso leaders are? Why is the West and America mute about these people? Why are they not chasing after them even when their people are voicing out, demonstrating here and there, asking for this man to step down? So we need to understand that these leaders are serving interests of other people. And as long as their interests are served, we Africans can go to. You understand? So we need to unite as a people. Forget about the Francophone and Anglophone. We are all one people. Let's not use this Western whatever to continue to divide ourselves and not see ourselves as one people. Cameroon is for everybody. And if Cameroon will be better, it will be better for all of us. So let's see ourselves as one people and look for a leader that can cause a change in Cameroon. So that's the latest around the world in Africa and in Cameroon.